Hey Cam fam, welcome back to Keeping Up with Cam. So today we've got our Toddler Boy Hairstyle video number 26. We'll be getting into a fairly easy and really great protective hairstyle that I'm sure you'll love. So these are our products that we will be using today. If you guys are returning, thank you so much for being a subby. Thank you so much for tuning back in. If this is your first time here, please do not forget to hit that subscribe button down below. Also hit that bell icon beside it. That way you'll be notified when we post our new videos. Also thumbs up this video if you guys like it, which we hope you do. And hit us down in that comment section below. Let us know if you have any questions, comments, concerns, how you like this video, how you like this style. And please don't forget to share this video with your friends and family. And also head over to our Instagram page. That way you can keep up with us on a more daily basis, see what we're into and see what we're posting. Alrighty, so now all of that is out of the way, let's get into the video. Alrighty, so this is the comb that I'll be using to part. I love these type of combs for parting. It just makes it so much easier. I don't know where they've been all my life. But yeah, me and parting are not friends. We're not family. We are not acquaintances. I hate parting. I hate parting Cam's hair. I hate parting my own hair. Like, it's just not an easy thing for me. It definitely doesn't come easy, but I get it done. So majority of the time, if a style takes me long, it's really just because it's taking me forever to part as neat and like precision as I want it to be. It's not even really the style. But yeah, so this comb definitely helps with that. I call this a rat tail comb, and I think some people may call it a pintail comb, but I definitely want to know what you guys call it. So let me know in the comment section what you guys call this specific comb. As you can see, I am going back in and still fixing that part, you guys. So we started out by parting the hair in two. We're splitting it right down the middle, as symmetrical as we can possibly get it. When I'm braiding and not recording, I do like to do this part from the front. So like I start looking like facing him so I can just kind of go from up his nose and like up his nose, up his forehead, and do the part that way, if that makes sense. But it's kind of weird to do that all the time if I'm recording. So that is another tip to help you guys get that perfectly centered part that we're going for. So Cam's hair soaks up water, even though I literally just finished washing his hair. I'm still spraying it just to make sure that it's moisturized and that it's easier to part while we're doing our style. So I'm using my regular extra virgin olive oil, nothing spectacular. I like to put that on the hair, make sure that I get it on the perimeter, as I will be using the CurlyKids hair frizz control paste. Like I said, that new formula I'm not too sure about, so I like to put that down, especially on the perimeter while I'm braiding nowadays. So we are now parting off our first section. As you can see here, this is a crooked line. It kind of looks like an arrow, like a greater than sign, if you guys remember that from math class. So we are not going with any straight lines for this style. We are just going to be doing 3 braid sections on each side. Nothing too intricate this time, keeping it simple. But like I said, we're not doing straight lines. So we're not going for like the utmost precision. It is just kind of like a freestyle of what we're looking for. I want to call the middle section kind of like a diamond shape, except the points don't connect. Like you're gonna see that it's not like complete diamond, but I want that middle part to kind of resemble a diamond, and then the 2 sides beside it are just what's essentially left over. So once you have everything sectioned off, it's going to look something like that. I'm starting this one off with the middle braid. Each section gets some Shea Moisture Kids curling buttercream added to it. We want to keep our curls popping. We want to keep our hair moisturized, nourished, so that this protective style actually does its job and helps keep our hair strong and healthy. So I'm now going to take that section and I'm going to put it into two. The first part is going to start it off, so we're going to do like a connecting braid. So I'm going to start towards the bottom of that diamond section and make my way to the top. And the first part that we're starting off is going to be a little bit smaller than the second part, as you can see. But we're going to start braiding the first section at the bottom, work our way up to the top, and then come back down, wrap it around, and finish braiding at the end of the second section. Alright, so the infamous CurlyKids Mixed Texture Hair Care Frizz Control Paste. This used to be my holy grail. I'm still using it. Like I said, guys, we are in lockdown, so I don't have the luxury of walking around my beauty supply to figure out what I really want to try out. So I'm going to finish this off and hope that our stores open up soon. But like I said, I am putting down my oil before I use it. I'm using my regular baby brush on it. He's had this since literally he was born. It's soft and it gets the job done. So I'm starting off braiding this like I would regularly braid it, using my 3 sections, just taking my time, working my way from the bottom upwards. So for any of you guys wondering, I still haven't cut Cam's hair. I know. I've been talking about wanting to trim his ends for a while now. I mean, I should have probably done it at least once, seeing as he's turning 3 next month, but I haven't. Me and scissors, if I get scissors in my hand, I kind of just go crazy. Remember the first time I decided I wanted to cut my hair? I was watching BT and Rihanna's Unfaithful came on, and I told myself, you know what, I want bangs. So I just went and cut my hair. Definitely didn't turn out like I was expecting it to, but you know, lesson learned. Since then, I've really just been cutting at my hair pretty willy-nilly. Last month, I just took scissors and kind of just chopped everything off. So I'm just trying to wait it out, let my hands relax before I attempt to cut Cam's hair. And I think also I want to wait for the hair store to open back up so I can get some like hair scissors. I don't have any hair scissors. I use like my kitchen scissors. So if I'm really going to do this on Cam, I'm going to need some kitchen scissors, guys. I mean, I'm going to need some hair scissors. So yeah, that's what I'm waiting for. If you guys have any tips, tricks, any videos you recommend me watching before I do it, please let me know in the comment section. I'm definitely going to do it. I just gotta get my nerves in order before I attempt to. Another key thing to remember, especially when their hair gets, thicker. I didn't really find that I was doing this much when Cam was smaller, but combing through the sections as I go, I usually stop and do this quite a bit. I don't think I really show it on camera, just to, save time because the videos are lengthy already. But yeah, I definitely take my time. I stop. I comb it out, just because I do have the issue with the fact that, his ends curl up so much. Just like when I used to do his dad's hair, I used to do that as well. So combing out, brushing out as you go, to me, is the best way to make sure that it's staying untangled. You're getting all the little knots out. See, I'm showing you guys a little bit here. But yeah, it just also lets the hair be as straight as possible, so when I'm braiding it down, it's giving it its full length, and it's not like giving the shrinkage length and then shrinking again, because I find even when I do it like this, it still ends up shrinking anyways. So let's give it as much length as we can before our kid's hair just curls up into a tiny little cat ball. So again, guys, do not forget, put that oil, whatever oil you're using, olive oil, coconut oil, jojoba oil, tea tree oil. Well, I don't know if tea tree oil goes in here, but yeah, whatever oil you're using, just make sure you put it around the perimeter, especially before you put this, or even like if you're using jam or eco styler, whatever you're using in their hair. In regards to my routine with Cam and how I get him to stay, nothing has really changed. Aside from now, I really just give him the tablet kind of no matter what I'm doing. I used to kind of go between just putting on like Paw Patrol on Netflix or giving him the tablet, but I find it a lot better. He keeps his attention to the tablet, and it keeps his head down, which makes it a lot easier for me, because braiding the back of his hair is super hard now, because the back of the high chair. I'm trying to find an alternative to braiding his hair, but it's kind of impossible because everything has a back to it. So I may start braiding in his room at like his kids table. That may be an alternative, but I have to see if there's really like enough space to do it in there, and if he'll sit. I like the fact that in the high chair he can't really go anywhere. I feel like if I put him in just a regular chair in his room at his table, he might be like, let me walk around, and it'll take me a lot longer than I would like it to get his hair completed. In regards to programming, Cam typically 9 out of 10 times is watching the YouTube Kids app on his tablet. I have it programmed so that it doesn't show any videos for children over the age of 4, so I don't really ever have to worry about anything being inappropriate. I've never seen or heard anything that he's watching be inappropriate. The only time that I tell him to change, or he's understanding now that, you know, he has to watch something else, is when something pops up in a different language. Not that I'm worried about what they're saying, because I can still see it's kids programming, but I don't want him to get confused between certain words, because it's a lot of like learning stuff. So it's teaching them, you know, colors, shapes, animals, which he already knows, but he knows those in English. So I don't want him to see it in like, you know, Arabic or Chinese or something, and then he thinks that's what he should be calling it, and now he forgets the whole English term and he just starts calling it something else. So I try and just monitor that to make sure that he is watching things in English. But other than that, I love the YouTube Kids app. I have no complaints with it. It's honestly a lifesaver, and it's, for me, it's educational. He's always finds his way to something that is important and he's learning, so I'm happy about that. There are the odd, you know, random things that he watches, but nothing inappropriate, so that's not an issue. But if he's not watching YouTube Kids, then he'll be playing his learning apps, where he's learning his letters, his numbers, tracing, stories, he's reading, stuff like that. So I don't have that much of a problem letting him watch his iPad or his tablet for, you know, the length of time that it takes to do his hair, because I know the time is being spent well. We've got a little bead action going on today. So I will be putting 3 beads onto at the end of each one. I'm so sorry for this horrible angle. I tried my best to make it possible to see what I'm doing, but I've just bent the end of the hair to allow it to go in easier. I put the 3 in, and then I put the tip of his hair around the last bead, and then I just take the elastic band and I wrap it all the way around. Wrap it a good couple of times to make sure it's not like lumpy. Make sure you're wrapping it beside each other, not on top of each other, and that way it allows it to be smooth and thin, and then the other beads can just lay nicely on top, and that's what we have. Now there are little like doohickeys, like this like little circular needle, like a big needle head thing that you can use to put on the the beads. I just don't have one. I just kind of don't find a need for one. I've been putting beads on like this since I was a kid myself, so I figured, save myself the hassle. But these are the elastics that I use. Only these textured ones, the thick ones, the plastic shiny ones are trash. They're literally the worst elastics like ever known to man. I don't even know why they're produced. Like, you put them in your hair and they break either while you're using them, by the time you're done that braid, or 10 minutes after you're done your whole style. Like, I was doing box braids on myself over the weekend, and as I parted every one, I just went pop, 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 pop. You just feel them popping out of your head. Like, it's so annoying. So yeah, don't use the plastic one, guys. Only textured. So I'm going back in and just putting some oil on his scalp. As adults, we usually grease our scalp, but I'm still trying to keep as few products as possible in his hair. I want to keep it, I guess, organic, if possible. As organic as possible, I should say, I guess. So I haven't started any grease or anything like that. So I just put the oil in and it does its job, and helps the hair stay longer and helps his hair stay healthy. And that's a wrap, guys. These are the final products of our Toddler Boy braided hairstyle. We hope you guys enjoy. As you can see, there are beads on the end, but those are totally optional. Just thought it was a nice little addition to our quick and easy style this week. This is a great protective style, so let us know if you guys have tried it, what you guys think about it. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you like it. Share this video with your friends and family. Hit up our Instagram page. Subscribe if you haven't already. And we will see you guys in our next video, okay? Thanks so much. Bye.